Have you taken a trip or a vacation lately, or maybe you've just gone to school and you pulled out a backpack and you started putting things into the backpack? Maybe you put in a few books. Maybe you put in your lunch. Maybe you put in a bottle or two of water to drink. You maybe put in your cell phone. And after a while, that backpack's pretty heavy, and you find yourself lugging it around. And you weren't intending to have all that weight in there, but you think all this stuff is so important, I just better pick up that backpack and somehow schlep it with me wherever I have to go. You know, today we want to talk a little bit about worry. Worry's sort of like a heavy backpack that we have on our shoulders. And sometimes we need to question, we have a backpack, why am I taking 2 or 3 bottles of water when I usually don't even need 1 bottle of water? Why am I taking along all these extra shoes? I don't need those extra shoes. And we think about worry too. And God directs us here in this section of the Word that we have today to not get all caught up with worry. We're going to look at a familiar section. It's taken from St. Luke chapter 12, verses 22 to 31. And that's what we read here. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens, they do not sow or reap, they have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable you are than birds. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wild flowers grow. They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you, you of little faith? And do not set your hearts on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it, for the pagan world runs after all such things, and your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well." The Lord gives to us a couple examples here. He gives to us the example of the birds. Ever observed a bird lately? Birds don't grow gardens. Birds don't go to get some food at the supermarkets. Birds don't seem to be worried about much of anything, but they do just fine. They fly around and they have freedom. They obviously, in their own way, trust God for their daily bread, and he takes care of them. And then the Lord directs us to look at the flowers. Oh, there's nothing more beautiful than a flower out in the fields. And we think about those flowers, how beautiful they are. They don't get beauty treatments. They don't get their hair done. But God takes care of them, and God gives to them their beauty. Now, the Lord today wants us to focus on him. Don't get worried about all the different things in life. Seek first his kingdom, we are told, and he's going to give you all these different things in life, and so he does. So throw away that backpack of worry, that backpack of despair, that backpack that really brings to us nothing, and trust on God. Seek his kingdom. He will never let you down.